Good to see you, John.
Good to see you.
Welcome back to the Emerald Isle. Okay, let's talk about the shows that you're doing this summer. 120,000 people here today in Phoenix Park alone. It's the kind of crowd that most bands would consider to be a bit of an event in their career, and yet you guys are making a bit of a habit of it this summer. It's some kind of average of about 90,000 people per show out here in the UK and Ireland. It must kind of feel pretty surreal to be stepping up on stage this regularly in front of that many people, you know?
Yeah, this tour is wild. Like in Italy, we played this stadium, like 80,000 people, and it's been all around those numbers. You know, it's crazy. It's a nice feeling. You know, we haven't played live in like 6 months, and it's been a really nice way to come back to playing together. You know, that feeling that comes from the audience shows. You know, at small shows or at big shows, it's a great feeling that comes from the audience, and it's one that I didn't realize how much I needed it, but like the second I was like back on stage, I felt like a different person. I felt like relaxed again, you know, like I felt like really like you know, like I felt like a sort of affection or love that I don't have elsewhere in my life. So it's good. You seem to,
when you walk away from the Chili Peppers for a minute, or not walk away, but give yourself some time to do other things. You know, you seem to put yourself in a very sort of a far more intimate position when you record your own music and stuff. You know, like you say, it's very different extremes from 85,000 people to you and just Josh, whatever, doing your solo stuff like that. Does it get kind of daunting when you think when you actually put yourself in different extremes like that? You know.
I think it's really healthy, you know. To me, to go any other direction would be like to go only one direction would be limiting. Like I really can't imagine doing the whole rock star thing if there wasn't something else to balance it out. Like all these like experimental performances that I've been doing in Los Angeles. They really prepared me to be able to come back to doing this with the same degree of excitement that I'm doing it with, you know.
Now, I wish I'd had a chance to see the Knitting Factory shows. You know,
it's just you know, there's something that did for me that was really good, just as far as. Because I did a series of shows that had nothing to do with entertainment, and then I was wondering, how's it going to be when I go back to entertaining people? You know, am I just going to not?
Is it going to be cold to a certain extent?
Am I not going to believe in it anymore, or something like this? But ever since I came back to doing it, I realized, you know what, the way I entertain people is totally real. You know, like when I smile at the audience, I'm not smiling because I was told that you should smile at the audience. I smile because they're all smiling at me, and it's a great feeling to see all these happy people out there, and it makes me happy to see them happy. And we all, you know, the music that I see the music that I'm playing for them in their eyes, you know. So it's there's nothing fake or you know, Sammy Davis-ish about it or anything. I'm up there jumping around because I'm excited, and the one good thing that you know, the change that those performance shows in LA made for me is that if I don't feel like jumping around and if I don't feel like smiling, that doesn't mean that I'm going to shut down from the audience. I can still communicate in another way, you know.
You're lucky to have both sides. You really are. You're lucky to be, as a musician, able to put yourself in those two different areas, and it is good that it works. If it's okay with you, we've got a few questions from some listeners from the Radio 1 website, and with this one here from Trish is what's your ideal day off? I mean, for you, I'd imagine, you know, you write music all the time from what you've told me, but I also read somewhere that you do nothing very well as well. You're a good loafer. Is that true?
Yeah, I love doing nothing. but yeah, I mean, on days off, like yesterday was a nice day off. I exercised, and then I got back in bed and I watched a movie, and then listened to some music for a while, and you know, that's how I am these days. I love listening to music and
Let's talk setlist, man. I mean, does it change every night? I mean, I'm sure you've got a few key sort of cornerstones at the moment that you're sticking to, but does it rotate? Do you like to move it around as much as possible?
We've been moving the set around, and it's a pretty interesting set these days because we have this like soft rock song from the 70s called Brandy that we do, and we do this song by sort of LA gothic punk group called 45 Grave, and we do a song by them, which is a really fast number.
And you get to do these for your own, I mean, I assume doing these kind of tracks are for your own personal enjoyment rather than, as you say, sort of for the crowd, because a lot of people probably never even heard the song, so it's not exactly going to be one they're going to remember, you know?
Yeah, but they get something out of it. I mean, it's not, you know, I wouldn't say that the songs have no effect on you, because they're great songs. So they...
But it's not Louis Loy, you know?
Yeah, but we don't consider that our responsibility, you know, like... We do play our hit songs, you know, every night, but we feel like beyond that, you know, we play our hit songs and we realize people pay good money for concert tickets and stuff, so they deserve to hear those. But beyond that, we feel like we can do whatever we want, you know, if we want to go up there and improvise for 10 minutes, or if we want to play weird cover songs, or if we want to play new songs. We've been playing some good new songs as well.
Yeah, one of those tracks I actually read on one of your fan sites is called Kill for Your Country, I believe. Is that what it's called? Is the title?
The actual name of it is Mini Epic at the moment.
Okay.
But Kill for Your Country, you know, maybe it'll end up being called...
Bracket, Kill for Your Country, in bracket. Tell us a bit about that. I mean, you know, obviously people are hungry to hear about a new record, and we can't drag this information out of you without it being finished, but tell us a bit about these new tracks.
Well, Mini Epic, we kind of think of it as a punk Stairway to Heaven, in the sense that it's got like your soft part at the beginning.
Point out there's a very wry smile on John's face right now.
And then it speeds up a little bit. It starts out real soft and speeds up a little bit and has a little mid-tempo section. Then it has a really fast punk section that's really loud, and then it's over, you know.
Right.
And
sounds pretty beautifully dysfunctional to me, man.
So we call it Mini Epic.
Yeah, for sure.
And then we have another one that we'll be playing tonight, which is what song is that?
So exclusive, listeners, that there isn't even a title at the moment.
No, there's a name. I just smoked too much weed to remember it.
And how's the new album going, man? I suppose the next question everyone should ask is, has been asking, and it's one of the most common questions through the website, is, you know, is there, you know, how far into a new record are you guys in terms of